Hello YouTube. Time for a treat and another gummy review. Come on, Crocodilio, what you got for us today? Oh, thanks. Oh, I like your new necklace. I think Crocodilio is getting ready for Valentine's Day because he's taken off his Mardi Gras beads and is now wearing this pink necklace. Do you have a date yet for Valentine's Day, Crocodilio? Oh, we might get some details about that later. Take it easy. Alright. Scooby-Doo gummy treats. Made by the Betty Crocker Company. It says double XXXL X large. At first I was puzzled by this, so I gave this snacks a little squeeze. It seemed like they were just the regular size of usual gummy treats. So I suppose they mean that this is like the extra large bag of gummies. But even a regular like Haribo bag of gummies is double this amount. I was happy to see, well, Scooby's ready for a bite. He's really ready. I was really happy that it's mostly a fruit juice blend from concentrate of pear and apple. So since it's a concentrated flavor, or concentrated juices, I'm thinking that maybe this is going to have like a uniform taste. But since it's got pear juice, I'm usually a fan of pear juice and apple juice. So in corporate fashion, this has got a big warning on the back about avoiding choking, so don't give these candy treats marketed towards children to your kids, it says. And make sure your child is seated and supervised. Well, I'm seated, but I'm not being supervised, except for all of my viewers, so. But we're going to bravely eat these snacks anyway. Well, the Red Spoon Promise. They're making promises. I hope they can keep them. I suppose this is on all of their products now. Promise of great taste, quality, and convenience. Great taste and quality. We'll see about that. So there's lots of shapes. We have Scooby, I forgot their names. Shaggy, Velma, and the other two I forgot. And then also their van. So let's dive in and see about the quality and the taste, most of all. Ooh, they're, oh, okay. This is looking good so far. Oh, it really does have the aroma of the old style Sharks snacks that I sometimes refer to. They were my favorite gummy growing up. Just little shapes of hammerheads and regular sharks, and sometimes you would get a great white. So it's got a sweetness. It's kind of hard to describe. Sometimes it's easier to come up with descriptors, but it's not your conventional gummy scent. This is one of the rarer ones. It's not unsettling at all. And the colors are phenomenal. Beautiful, pale colors, really, really vivid. The shapes seem to be quite nicely done. I can tell what each shape is supposed to be. We'll see how that goes. And this blue is a shock. The blue has a really good creamy look, kind of like a crayon. And that's Scoob himself. Cool, cool. Well, usually I would just go with whatever they have listed here. So, strawberry, that's probably this one. Okay, so dye quality is great. I mean, I can tell that this is her. I'm not really wanting for any more details because, I mean, I can even see the pupils of her eyes, her lips. It's great. This is really well done. strawberry. Let's go for it. Unfortunately, it's not really gummy. It's broken down immediately into a soggy little mass. And this, unfortunately, too, is one of the kind that will stick to your chops. I'm going to eat one more of these just to get a little bit of a better idea of the flavor. But you can see that this particular gummy is not nearly as well defined. So already we're encountering two problems kind of all at once. Although I can see little flecks of what could be strawberry seeds, who knows? Something's in there. Fruit pectin, oh wow, okay. But the taste, I didn't really have any bad thoughts about it yet, so let's try strawberry again with a real evaluative test. Disappointing texture, but it could win me over with the flavors. Very light. There's a very, very subtle background hint of strawberry preserves, kind of, because often the jars of preserves are layered and filled with other fruit juices and pectins and stuff too, so it's kind of just a vague sense of that. Mostly I'm getting that carrier flavor of the peach and grape, or sorry, peach and apple. But let's go on then to grape. So that looks like Shaggy. Here he is. It really does look like him. Although in my mind's eye he looks a little different. At least it's a shape of a face. Very clearly outlined. And Shaggy looks to be a little bit out of sorts. His pupils are dilated. He has a real kind of a silly grin on his face. He looks like he needs to comb his hair. But let's see how he tastes. Oh, a little bit afraid of the effects of eating Shaggy. Let's see. They don't stick to my teeth so much. Other candies are a lot worse for it. I mean, in one recent review, I abandoned even trying to get the various bits of matter off of my tooth surfaces. I just kind of just ate through it. But this one's not quite so bad, although it does break down. It's texturally really kind of bad, mushy. It doesn't stick to my teeth like in a terrible way. Maybe I'm just being really timid and trying to keep it all in one spot. Not much to say about the flavor, really. Also quite subtle. This Shaggy, ooh, his face is like almost like a Picasso. It's got this crazy smear. I wonder what's going on. Yeah, quite subtle. Mostly the carrier flavor, which isn't too bad, but also not really too much grape flavor. Although the grape flavor that's there, I'm seeking for it. I'm finding kind of like a almost a Welch's grape juice flavor deep in there. Okay, let's now have a cherry treat. Well, which one could be the cherries? Oh, that's strange. See, once again, I don't like this. We have 6 colors featured here. But Betty Crocker is only mentioning 4 different flavors. So that's just a great bother. So in that case, let's just have one of each color and see where that gets us. I'm going to move on now to a yellow. This is the handsome square guy. Beautiful candies. The design's really nice. They should have tried a little harder. This could easily have been a lemon. And most companies do a good quality lemon gummy flavor. They missed the mark a bit. Now let's move on to the orange treat. The bespeckled female. The nerdy one. Although all the candies don't have a uniform high grade polished look to the face with really definable facial features, overall they look like, I mean I can make them out usually, so that's a plus. Alright, l'orange. Let's go. Not bad. Absent is the troublesome, concentrated, frozen taste. This has kind of a, I'm tasting rind, I'm tasting a very good quality orange flavor. Does have the aspect and taste of orange. So nice job. Okay. Now I guess we're gonna have a van. It's pretty cool. I don't know if I've ever eaten a van-shaped gummy. The colors are great. I'm especially liking these pale greens that I've found in the last couple of bags from various manufacturers. The other colors are kind of forgettable, but at least like the yellow's not a dirty yellow. But this green is beautiful. I love it. I think that was another strawberry, maybe. I don't know, I think that might just be like the carrier flavors. So they've only added in the flavor on 4 of the different colors. The other 2 colors are probably just that base fruit juice blend from concentrate. Not unpleasant. I wish they had a firmer texture. I would really, really like to have even just a hint of actual gumminess. And in that case, this would be a better treat for my sensibilities. So here we go. This is Scoob. This color is so awesome. I don't know how they do it. Scooby maybe got a hold of some of the stuff Shaggy had because his face is just a little bit twisted, a little bit contorted. Oh, not to mention it's blue. Different than the rest. A little bit. This one might be their cherry flavor. My palate, now being coated with that pear apple concentrate blend, makes everything a little indeterminate. Some other companies, they do have a really pronounced flavor. Each bear has got a different flavor. Very clear from the outset, and strong and good. I'm looking at you, Haribo. But for snacking by the handful, these kind of treats are good, especially if like the flavors are overall good. Like sometimes there's one glaring problem, like one flavor that just doesn't fit with the rest, but in this case, I mean, they're really playing it safe. Not a tart cherry at all, but I think that is their cherry flavor. What a crazy idea to make your cherry candy bright blue. We've come to the point in the review when I'm just going to give one nice random handful of treats an evaluation. And in this case, it's pretty apparent. I mean, that the flavors are going to mingle and jostle around with one another in a playful fashion, and not really lead to any big emotions. So let's have one of each of these four all together now. That orange is kind of the forerunner. Not bad. I mean, overall, I have a favorable opinion because I like the franchise. Although, I mean, I've not really seen any Scooby-Doo episodes or movies in many years. I'm glad that they're still on the market, and maybe there's a new movie or something coming out. Although I wish that they were actually gummy. This is just about the best texture they could get for not having a gummy. They're not really sticking to my chops too much. Actually, I'm having a pretty easy time of cleaning my enamel with my tongue after each bite, so it's a plus. And I'm not finding anything in the flavors that is unpleasant, so a timid positive review for the Scooby-Doo gummies. Oh, okay, that's the thing. We've come into it with the wrong attitude. These are Scooby-Doo fruit-flavored snacks. If I would have read the packaging, I wouldn't have built up this great monument towards gummydom. Scooby-Dooby-Doo!